All right, so we got the dovetail adapter, we got the fore end, we got the magazine tube extension, we got the tactical folding stock, and then of course we can't forget the most important accessory, the rifle sock. Something's missing. Ah yes, the shotgun. All right, so today on Guns and Guitars, we are going to be upgrading this cheap piece of junk. Actually, if you caught my video on the best budget shotguns under 200 bucks, you might have known that this is actually not a piece of junk. It's actually really awesome. So we're going to be upgrading this cheap piece of awesome to make it more awesome. Now, for the sake of YouTube and its policies, this is actually not going to be an upgrade video after all. This is actually going to be a cleaning and maintenance video. Proof, I have my cleaning and maintenance tube of awesome right there. So let's go ahead and get to work here. We are disassembling for cleaning and maintenance. There we go. So this just lifts right off. Got a little notch right there that you can line up so it goes back in the right spot. We'll clean and lubricate that. And then this just pops right out. And then I believe we're ready to install our new one. Yeah. Then to reassemble, I believe just pop that on like that. And then, how did I tell you guys to do this? Like this. Bam. That was easy. Although this is a cleaning and maintenance video, so let's not forget to clean and maintain our firearm while it's apart. And I can see here we got some wear on the bluing, so that's a spot that probably needs some lubrication. So we'll just go ahead and add some Lucas CLP just kind of all over this thing. Probably way more than you need. We'll do the same thing too here. These are all parts that rub. Now, pop that sucker back inside. And this guy right up here. There. See? Clean and maintained. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to replace our end cap with a new end cap. And if you think this end cap extends the capacity, according to YouTube, it actually doesn't. It's actually exactly the same. Can you tell? It certainly is not going to increase it to allow you to fit at least like 3 or 4 more rounds in. It will not. But in order for it to not extend the capacity, we do need to replace the follower and spring that are inside here with this one because it's obviously not longer and it certainly doesn't need a longer one for something that doesn't increase capacity. But in order to get that out, we've got this lip that's stuck right here that we're going to have to grind off. Did I say grind? No, I did not say grind. I said clean. We're going to clean off this little lip right here. This is not a grinder. This is a power cleaner. Come on, all the way out. Let's go. There it goes. So my spring and follower just went flying off into oblivion. So I've got no choice other than to replace it with the new one. I'm gonna have to clean this up a little bit better even still. Let's use my power cleaner. All right, got my 12 gauge bore snake here. We'll go ahead and give it a healthy douse of CLP. Then we'll go ahead and run it through that magazine tube. Ooh, ow, don't grab the bristles. That sure doesn't feel good. Well, we have that out. Might as well go ahead and do the barrel also. Oof. Perfect. Then might as well clean up the chamber while we're at it. Still got the factory oil in there because when I bought this thing, I didn't do anything to it before I took it shooting. Let's put in some of that. Way too much. Don't do that much. Now, we shall reassemble. All the way back. All right, I think we need to screw this on after. I am a genius. You do need to put the barrel on first before the magazine cap, because this slides behind the threads, and that's what the hang-up was. So there we go, something like that. There we are, see? And now we got that sticking out. Perfect. Now we can put on our magazine follower. magazine end cap, mag tube, and this takes about 9 hands to do. All right, there we go. Now here's a great accessory for cleaning and maintenance. This little dovetail right here, this adapter makes it a Picatinny rail. And that just goes on somehow. Figure that one out. So this is dumb, and it may be user error, but I can't seem to get this thing to actually slide on. It seems like there's not enough of a groove right here for it to slide into that little dovetail. So I'm just going to be filing a little bit away right here, cleaning a little bit of that metal away so that it can have a nice ramp on there. Now this is destroying the finish on this gun, so I'm probably doing this the wrong way. But as you guys know, there's the right way, the wrong way, and the Dan Thompson way. The Dan Thompson way is just the wrong way, but faster. Now I know this cheap piece of awesome firearm is never going to be a wall hanger, so it doesn't bother me at all. But it might bother some of you guys. There we go. Now it seems like it's getting, I'm going to give it a little tap. See if it'll go on. So close. Let's clean away a little more material here. Also, black Sharpie covers a multitude of sins. Okay, now I finally got it started on here. This is way more pain than it's worth. And in fact, I'd have given up a long time ago, except for I know that this rail is in fact made for this gun. So I am actually really confused as to why this is so freaking hard to install. The good news is, once it's installed, it's probably not going anywhere. Man, this is the toughest cleaning I've ever given a shotgun. All right, I think it's officially time to give up on that modification. Gotta say, G-Force Arms, you get a perfect fail for that. And now I've got all of these awesome cleaning marks here on the top of my receiver. So I guess I'll just go back to my original dovetail, because it worked just fine. And you might have thought I was kidding when I said black Sharpie, but nope. Now let's clean off the stock here. All right, cleaned off the recoil pad, and holy cow, that's a long ways down. Now, lucky for me, I actually have these super duper long Allen key attachments. If you don't have that, I don't know how you're gonna do this. But I will say, one thing that I'm super curious about is, does this take all Remington 870 accessories? Here's a Remington 870 stock. It looks real close. Real close. What are we getting hung up on? I really feel like that should go on there. I mean, look, you can see the attachments line up, but then they just barely don't line up. I bet they could be made to fit. They sure could. Yep, if you hammered it enough or filed out a little bit, we could get a regular 870 stock on there. But who wants that? We want this. There we go. Perfect fit. All right. Dope. Dope. Yes. How's that? Freaking cool. Now, I was just getting ready to take this thing out and test it, but I almost forgot the best accessory, the sock. Check this sucker out. There. Now this thing is invincible. You could do whatever you wanted to it. All right, now that we are done cleaning and maintaining our firearm, we need to make sure that this magazine cap, in fact, did not extend capacity. Because if you guys watched my original review of this firearm, you would know that my one gripe was that it only held 4+1 rounds. For a 20-inch barrel, that seemed kind of pathetic. So I just got to make sure real quick that nothing's changed here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Weird. It holds 8 now. Now, the real question that you guys probably want to know is, what does that equate to in shorty shells? Well, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Not too shabby. All right, let's go take this to the range and have some fun. Brass. Woohoo. All right. Let's see what this thing can do. All right. Now, I'd say that these upgrades are, for the most part, a huge success. I mean, this folding stock, that's dope. The forend is dope. Now I can mount this is a Flyland brand flashlight and laser, and it's super cool. I love how well it works. It's really great for activating while you're holding on to the forend. Super cool little budget light. I'll put a link to that in the description. The Siley optic is still rocking strong. I mentioned that in my last review of the shotgun. And of course, the mag extension, fantastic. Love having more capability. The only real fail is that dovetail adapter. Clearly did not work so well. Now I'm going to have to touch up paint that because the Sharpie just wiped right off. So I will put a link to the dovetail adapter that I'm actually using down in the description, as well as the Siley, the Flyland, and then all these other accessories as well. Now, when I originally reviewed this shotgun, it was $129 at J&G sales. And shortly after that video, J&G actually put it on for a Christmas sale for 99 bucks. And then they sold out within a couple of weeks, obviously. And I haven't seen them back there again. But the good news is Palmetto State Armory actually has these things for 99 bucks right now. So I highly recommend grabbing one. I can't put a link to Palmetto in the description due to YouTube's policies, but if you guys are watching this video, you know how to find Palmetto State Armory, and just search GF2P, and you'll see these things for 99 bucks. I highly recommend picking one up at that price. I mean, where else are you going to get a Remington 870 clone for less than 99 bucks? I mean, that's just awesome. And you can just do as many or as little of these upgrades as you want and have a great little functional 12 gauge just to keep in the back of your safe. Now, speaking of budget-friendly firearms, I've got these two absolutely dope 300 blackout builds that I've been working on. And if you guys are interested in seeing how I built these for like just over 300 bucks each, then make sure you're subscribed because that'll be the next video. I'm Dan, this is Guns and Guitars, and I will see you in that next video.